Blop, 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 blop. Boom, boom, boom. Blahzay Bling, Blahzay Blung, blung, blung. Blahzay Bling, Blahzay Blung, blung, blung. What's good, son doobie? Another day, another dollar, another way to make them holler. You know exactly how we do. You know exactly how we do. We're doing 2 times. We're doing Tony 2 times. Yo, Tony 2 times. I hope you're working on your plan. The plan is working accordingly. Let's get on the highway. Oh, you know, getting on this highway in California is a fucking murderous mission. I hope you're working on your plan. The plan is working accordingly. The plan is to get us the most dopest, most beautifulest, most flyest life we possibly can get. We call the process beautiful garbage. Beautiful garbage. It's actually beautiful destruction, but we're not destroying anything. Beautiful destruction is a Buddhist teaching where you learn disattachments from everything. You're not supposed to be attached to nothing. Basically, you make a piece of artwork, you make a sculpture, you make something, display it for about a month, and then destroy it in front of everybody. Lately, the ones that I've been seeing, they've been doing sand castles and sand art. Different color sand, and they put it on the canvas, and after the month, they scramble it all up, throw it away. Beautiful destruction. Beautiful garbage is eliminating all the bullshit in your life. Eliminating it all, and getting rid of it. Boop, boop, boop. Gone. Because you need the room to obtain the new stuff. The minute you obtain it, you got to maintain it. Everything. Relationships, your body, your new car, your house, your kids. Everything in life is prevalent to those 3. T plus A equals M. Thought plus actions equals your manifestation, family. Keep your thoughts as proper as possible. Whatever you're thinking can come to fruition. I screamed for years, I'm a millionaire. Right now, I'm a millionaire. And I consider myself broke, so I don't say that no more. That's why I said I gotta watch what I say. At the end of the day, it's all about progress, not progression. That's gonna be my new shit, baby. I was told it yesterday and it stuck with me now. Really 2 days ago, and then I got told again. Progress over perfection. You already know what time it is. Today is a great day for a great day, so we're gonna have a phenomenally kick-ass day because we are wonderful people in this wonderful world, doing wonderful things, living wonderful lives. Isn't it wonderful? It always is. It's gonna Blahzay Bling about a few things. I thought that I was all gonna be in a pickle over them trees that I got. Man, them things is moving. So I'm not even mad no more. You know? I already got half that paper back, so I was just like, all right, coolie high, one day, we good. But your thought of it not happening, man, can make sure it doesn't happen. I changed my thought yesterday. Other than that, make sure the decisions that we are all, including myself, because when I talk to you, I talk to myself. I make these Blahzay Blings, I watch them back, and I'm giving myself the advice that I'm giving you. One of the things that's hard for me is to take my own advice, you know? But at the end of the day, this is our journey. This is our mission. This is our time to shine. And you can shine any which way, shape, form, or fashion you want. That's the great thing about this freedom we call life. The greatest build. Isn't it kick-ass? Man, we can do whatever we want at any given time. Just make sure you keep it positive. But it's okay to be negative, because without negativity, you don't know what positivity feels like. Without the rain, you don't feel that sun. Without sadness, you don't know what it feels like to be happy. So at the end of the day, baby, just maintain it, man. Maintain it. It took me years to get out that negative shit, and I still go through it. You know how fast I am? Like Lightning McQueen fast, baby. Lightning fast. Light speed fast to slap a motherfucker. Let's talk. I ain't hating nobody. I could talk a whole bunch of madness, but everybody that I step to hasn't wanted it. Just like I don't want it. I told you a couple days ago I seen a video by Ryan Garcia, and he got mad at people talking shit that he weak. And he body shotted this one dude. Yo, in jail back in 1997. I was up in Morris County, New Jersey, right? And I was in there, bro. I can tell you this crazy story, you know what I mean? And you know what? I'll drop it. Fuck it. I'm gonna drop this shit. Because I talked about it a couple days ago to my homeboy, and it ended up blowing my mind, yo. It ended up blowing my mind because what happened was about a month ago, I ended up getting food poisoning, and I had an episode. Back in the day, for like 4 or 5 years, about 5 years, I had a virus called H. pylori virus. Every 2 and 3 months, bro, I was throwing up something vicious, man. Fucked up. That's the only way to say it. Fucked up. Like, how fucked up? Horrible. 24 hours straight throwing up, shitting. Bro, I throw up shit, bro. Like, my body, it was. So I ended up, taking care of it when I finally got some paper because it wasn't cheap to do. So I got rid of that virus and shit. And every now and again, every couple years, that shit come back slap me, right? When I start wilding with the food, when I don't eat right. So I ended up getting this episode last month. It's about a month now, really, a month and a week, 5 weeks ago, right? I made a video about it. I got food poisoning and shit, yo. Shit was horrible. When I got the shit, one of the worst days ever. Anyway, I'm steering off. When I got the shit, I decided to be sober. I said, because I don't drink. I haven't drank in 8 years, going on 9 years, but I do psychedelics and I smoke weed every day. Mushrooms, acid, ecstasy, Molly, those are my bangers, you know what I mean? But it's always mushrooms. I microdose mushrooms. I do all that shit. Take an Adderall every now and again because I have my pharmaceutical company. I take my Xanax to go to sleep. So I ended up getting sober. And when I got sober, I had all these old school memories, bro, I forgot about, came flooding back. Let me tell you about one. I ended up telling my homeboy. I know you ain't gonna believe it. I already know you're not gonna believe it, but I'm gonna break this shit down to you. Check this out. 1997. This was 1997. I'm in Morris County, New Jersey. I got locked up for a charge called uttering. Me and my homeboy named Eric Mickens, he died and shit. We ended up going we was in New Jersey. We went out to this corny ass spot in West Milford, New Jersey, to a house party. And I ended up stealing some checks out of there and shit. My homeboy ended up stealing some guns. You know what I mean? He stole a 45, a 22, 357. We ended up going out to Patterson, New Jersey, because I had a homeboy out there named Manny. And we traded the guns for 3 pounds of weed. Each gun gave us a pound. So we split it, 1.5 pounds each. And I took the checks, and I had my homeboy forge them and shit, yo, because he had a fake ID. And we were using the fake ID to go cash the checks and shit. Back then, you didn't have to put your thumb. This is 1997 and shit. So, to make a long story short, I had one of my other dudes come up to me and be like, hey, yo, can I grab one of these checks off you and shit, yo? And I'm just like, not really. This is my hustle. And he was like, come on, don't be corny with your shit. So I ended up giving him one of the checks and shit. Tell me why this dumb motherfucker went inside the bank with his own ID. Forged it with his own name. You already know what happened. He gets bagged. He rats on me. Now, I go to jail for, it was uttering, which is forgery, and theft by deception. Because we were at the party and we ended up we robbed the house. Me and my homeboy were robbing the house while they were having the party. So that's called theft by deception. So we caught the theft by deception charge. So I'm locked up right now. Fuck with me. Check this out. This is where we're gonna go crazy. I get locked up and I'm in jail, and I was in the part of the jail where it's hard to how do I say it, bro? It's hard to. But anyway, I was in part of the jail where they put the crazy people, and they realized I wasn't crazy, so they put me in Gen Pop. So I get in the general population, and they put me in a cell, right? Big fat Italian dude, all right? Am I gonna go do that? No, we're gonna do it. Hold on. We gotta go find some park. We're gonna go take that parking spot. We'll take this one right here. We're gonna take this parking spot right here, bro. We're gonna take this parking spot. See, you're smart, bro. Thank you for being smart and not just hanging out in back of me and shit. You're like a fucking booty. Because we got some booties that they see you parking and they'll stay right up your ass in the back. Hey, bro, I'm trying to park, homeboy. Chill. So I get locked up with this big fat Italian dude, bro. You ready? His name is Joseph Bavano. And Joseph Bavano, I have no idea. When I go inside the dorm, it's not a dorm. It's hard to explain. You walk in and it's a day room, right? And when you're in the day room, you walk in and the day room is right here. It's a big day room. And there's 5 tables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the cells are all around the wall, right? And the guy, the guard is in the middle of the room on this side. So he's here looking into the day room. You can see into all the cells and shit. So I go in there and he's like, yo, you're in cell 3B. So I go to the 3rd cell and the Italian dude, let me fuck your whole head up, bro. This was the night Princess Diana died. So everybody is watching the news because Princess Diana just died. She just got they blew her up. They killed her, you know what I mean? We're not gonna say she died in a car accident. We know they killed her and shit. Anyway, so everybody's watching the news. This was like 1997, September of 97, August or September of 97. So everybody's watching the news and I walk into the cell. I got an alfalfa. Ooh. That shit always throws me off, my alfalfa. Ah, shit, let me put damn, I got the alfalfa. Who cares? I got an alfalfa. So I ended up walking into 3B, and right when I got into the cell, the white boy was like, hey, yo, where are you going? And I'm like, this is my cell. He's like, no, that's my cell. I'm like, well, they put me in here. He's like, give me 1 second. So I was shit, this is a big fat Italian dude, big dude. So he's watching the news, and I'm just like, yo, what's going on? They're like, oh, Princess Diana just died. She got into an accident. My mother loves her. And he's like, yo, my mom loves Princess Diana. Now, mad cool motherfucker. Me mad cool motherfucker. Now, we're about to tell a story. We're going to go into this story that I guarantee you ain't going to believe me. But, yo, trust me. This is right hand to God, Nipsey style. Anyway, there's 3 men's cells. There's 2 bunks, right? And on the side, they had a cot, right? The jail was overfilled, so they put the cot in there to make it 3 men instead of 2 men. So I'm up in this shit, and he's just like, yo, you're taking the top bunk. And I said, bad, obviously, because you're like 350 pounds. The other dude, he was in court or wherever the fuck, he just gets back. Yo, the other cellmate, picture Hulk Hogan. That's it. Just picture Hulk Hogan in your head. That's my fucking cellmate. So I got Joseph Bavano, a 350-pound Italian white guy, and fucking this dude. I just called him Hulk Hogan. I didn't even know his fucking name. If I remember his name, it was Mason. Now, Mason was in there. He was a safe cracker. This dude was nasty with fucking breaking into safes, right? That was his shit. And he just got, I think, 20 or 30. And the dude was like 60 already. You know what I mean? Picture Hulk Hogan. The fucking handlebar mustache, the long blonde hair, big motherfucker. But this motherfucker was racist, bro. Racist. Hulk Hogan. I called him Hulk Hogan. His name was Mason. Anyway, that night, he's like, yo, dude Mason ended up taking some fucking sleeping pills because he had a bad day in court. He's like, bro, I'm sleeping it out. I don't want to be bothered. Just leave me the fuck alone. So he ends up taking some pills. If I remember correct, he took a bunch of Seroquel because they used to give out Seroquel back then. So me and Joseph Bavano, because I don't ever call him both, I just call him his whole name, Joseph Bavano. We ended up fucking talking that night, the whole entire night. He's like, bro, what are you in here for? And I'm like, I'm in here for checks. I ended up stealing some checks. I got an utterance charge, theft by deception. He's like, oh, that's what you do? I said yes and no. You know what I mean? I usually sell some shit. I sell weed. I dabble in coke every now and again. But he goes, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, yeah. I'm like, if you don't mind me asking, what are you in here for? And he's like, bro, I'm in here for the same thing you're in here for. And I'm like, really? What are you in here for? He's like, I got a forgery charge, 1st-degree felony. And I said, oh, I bet. You know what I mean? Then we start talking. You ready for this? Here we go. Joseph Bavano is part of the Gambino crime family. But the Gambino crime family is in New York, and he's in Jersey. So he's part of it, but he's not part of it. The dude is connected. That's what he said. I'm connected. That's what they call him. They don't call him made men. They don't call it the mafia. Connected. I'm very connected. How connected are you? Seriously connected. And he flat out said, I'm made. I'm Gucci Goldman, I'm made. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm still fucking green. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. So we talked all night. I had this dude laughing to the point Mason was pissed. He was livid. Like, shut the fuck up already, motherfucker. You know what I mean? So me and Joseph became mad. Yo. Not even 4 days later. Like, he asked me, he's just like, yo, what's up with your mom's and shit? Yo, I'm like, my mom's just struggling right now. She was working at, my mom worked at the World Trade Center before it fell down. She worked at a law firm called something Goldstein, something Hamilton. I'm trying to remember, because when I used to call her, she'd be like, Godfrey, Goldstein, Steen, and Hamilton. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a... Anyway, it was something, Steen and Hamilton. My mother worked over there. And they were going through an acquisition, and everybody wasn't making it, bro. It's hard to... Again, anyway. So I told them, yo, I'm kind of struggling. I ain't really got nothing. Bro, not even 4 days later, that motherfucker put like 150 on my books. And he kept putting 100 on my books every week. So me and Joseph became mad cool. Bro, one day, no bullshit, here we go. One day, he gets a visit. Dude is in there. Yo, bro, he got the visit on a Friday. Came back Friday night, went back on the visit Saturday, all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. And bro, we don't have visits. You don't get visits like that. So everybody knew Duke was dumb connected. So he comes and tells me Sunday night, you ready? For the past 3 days, bro, I've been talking to these producers from HBO to do a show. And they want to do a show about my life. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's just like, you know how much I really love my mom. And, you know, I got my family. And these producers have been talking to me for the past 3 days about making a mafia show about family, about what it's like to be connected, but be like me, where I really love my mother. And he didn't have kids though. He had nieces and nephews. And he's like, how much I really love my nieces and nephews. So they want to know about that side, but they want to know about my personal life. The show ended up being The Sopranos. Listen to what the fuck I told you. The show ended up being The Sopranos. They got it from Joseph Bavano. The Sopranos? Bro. Here we go. In the middle of him doing all this shit, of him doing his show with HBO and shit, this is 1997, him talking to producers and shit, now I'm in jail. I'm like 2 months now. I'm in jail. You know what I get? I get a visit from the goddamn FBI. FBI comes to talk to me. Two things they want to talk about. First thing they want to talk about is, what do you know about Joseph Bavano? Absolutely nothing, motherfucker. I know nothing about this dude. Okay. They were like, bet. Then they slide me a piece of paper and tell me, you got new charges. You want to know my new charges? Accessory to murder. Listen to what I just said. Accessory to murder after the fact. 3 counts, first degree. You forgot what I just said, right? Me and Eric done robbed the house. Eric done stole the 3 guns. The 22, the 45, the 357. We went out to Patterson to trade it for the weed. We end up getting bagged. Oh, I got possession of weed because they caught me with the weed. So I got an uttering charge, theft by deception, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute in 1,000 feet of a school zone. Tell me why the motherfucker I got set up lovely. He set me up in front of a school. He's like, yo, meet me in front of Butler High School. Bro, when I get there, bro, this dude Manny, the dude that I gave the guns to, went and killed, bro, like 4 people with those guns. He killed 1 person with the 22, 2 people with the 45, and 1 person with the 357. Accessory to murder after the fact. Joseph Bavano got out. He told me, the minute you get out, you call me. About a month and a half later, through the grace of God, because God works in mysterious ways with me, they lost the guns. The witnesses didn't want to testify against Manny. And they dropped the fucking charges on Manny, bro. They dropped that shit. My charges got dropped. So I got let go. Son, When I got out of Morris County. When you get out of jail, you go to the corner, there was a Dunkin' Donuts, bro. I got on the payphone immediately and called Joseph Bavano. Picked me up in an SL 500. Me and him became cool we were cool for like 2 months. We went left. We ended up going left because you're not supposed to sell drugs when you're in the mafia. You're not supposed to. That's dead ass. You're not supposed to. And he gave me a bunch of coke to sell for him. I ended up selling him a bunch of coke. I ended up selling it, right? He comes to my house one day, just out of the blue. He just showed up at my house with 2 other guys. And these dudes knocked on my door. And I opened it. I'm like, yo, Joey, what's good, son, doobie? And dude looks fucking shook, like scared as fuck. And I already knew something was up. Like when you look at somebody and they're like, hey, what up? These dudes were like, we need to have a word with you. I said, what's up, man? And they were like, yo, are you selling coke for him? I said, what? Are you selling coke for him? I said, absolutely not, bro. Why? What the fuck? Like, no, not at all. I've been trying to get Joey to help me hustle, and he said he don't get down like that. And Joey was like, I'm like, bro, no, I don't sell coke for this dude. I don't know what this motherfucker told you. I don't know what's going on. He's like, this guy ain't tell us, Joseph ain't tell us nothing. You know? We'll talk to you later. I talked to Joseph like not even 3 or 4 months later because we just broke contact. He ended up moving to a different part of New Jersey and had this money laundering operation out of a furniture store. I looked up his name a couple days ago. About a couple days ago, 3-4 days ago when I had these memories, and he died. He died like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I wanted to tell you that wild ass story, bro. Because I told my homeboy, and they were like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, son, you believe it or you don't. Why would I make this bullshit up just make it up along the way? I got stories like that, bro. I don't have a lot. I have a few. But that's one of my prevalent ones, bro. Like, Joseph Bavano, man, he's the dude they got the idea to make The Sopranos from. Straight up and down. Being in the mafia, but it's all about family. They wanted to do the family dynamic. I think about that dude. That's why he went through my mind. That motherfucker was mad cool, bro. Mad cool, bro. That's that. I done talked your fucking ear off for like 22 and a half minutes, bro. But that story, bro, like I had to tell it. I had to tell it. And the reason I decided to tell it is because I got 20 fucking subscribers and 6 viewers. So only you 6 motherfuckers, Magic Man, Jamul, maybe Lazy Guy, and a couple other people are gonna have the privilege, the straight up privilege, to know about this shit. On how The Sopranos really got started. It came from a fat Italian dude named Joseph Bavano. Coolest motherfucker, man. Listen. Official tissue, Joseph, man. That's official tissue. You don't get no more official than Joseph and shit. And that's the reason why. You know what I mean? I want to tell it now and shit, because he passed. And Eric Mickens died. My homeboy Eric Mickens, the dude I robbed the house with, he ended up passing too. But, bro, we found Eric dead, bro. Our homeboy Eric, he ended up fucking taking for his... Yo, fuck, now that bro, let me fuck your whole head up. I'm going to fuck your whole head up. I'm going to talk about this again. But let me fuck your whole head up. You ready for this? You ready for this? Eric ended up contacting Manny and Patterson after all that shit went down and tried to get some coke for his birthday. And they gave him rat poison. And dude died, bro. No bullshit. Manny ended up killing Eric and shit because Manny thought that Eric ratted. Straight the fuck up. So yeah, Eric ended up dying back in 1998. April 3rd, 1998 and shit. No, was it April 3rd? April 6th, 98. Yeah. Rest in peace to Eric Mickens. That was my boy. And you already know how we do, bro. Son, I done talked to you 25 minutes on the Wile E. Coyote story that no one's ever going to know about. Except you guys. You 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 viewers. Just because. I'm going to catch all you guys on the Flip Dip Dippity Doo Dip. Jamul, Magic Man, Lazy Dude, and all my new subscribers. And I'm going to catch every single one of yous on the Flip Dip Dippity Doo Dip. Until next time, baby. Deucitos. Boop, boop, boop.